Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today we're going to play the new Camptown Races. New Camptown Races was a request for a couple of people, for Mary and for Guillaume. This is a favourite at jam sessions, despite being in the key of B flat, which is enough to scare off many a fiddler. It was written by the mandolinist Frank Wakefield, and he, I believe, first recorded it in 1964. It's a great tune, but if you follow his exact notes, then it's not a great tune for the fiddle, because the mandolin does things differently, and so it has been modified over the years, shall we say. So although I've got a transcription of the original version by Frank Wakefield, I'm going to attach this, but I'm not going to play it. What I am going to play is the version which you can see on a video by Mike Barnett with 81 Crow, great fiddler with a great band. And I've transcribed his version fairly exactly. There's quite a lot of tricky bits here which you can leave out if you want. So I'm going to play all the way through that, then I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions for how you might approach soloing over this. So I'll go through it slowly and bit by bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just going to pause to show you those double stops. So we're keeping the first finger on the B flat, there, all the way through that. And then his second finger over third finger. And it's second over third, take the second off to play the first. And we do the same thing again. The third note has a F above it, but we're on the third time, it's kind of not so strong. So what we're hearing is, even though we got double stops. Then repeat. Okay. So we're starting off first position. This is also first position, 1 over 3. And then we're moving up to second position, taking the whole thing up a tone. And then keeping your first and third on, but your second and fourth above that. And then down to first again. If that's too hard, you might do, or something like that. If you're feeling daring, you could do it kind of Vassar Clement style. And then we're going to second over third. Now that last bar on the F7 is slightly simplified from Mike Barnett's version, which I found really tricky. Let's just do that again. Then we're almost back to the beginning. Okay, let's try all of that with the backing at a fairly slow tempo. Now, what to do if you're going to do a solo on this? You could, of course, just play the melody, because the melody is fast enough and flashy enough that just played like that, it would be perfectly fine. But if you want to do an improvised solo, how do you deal with the fact that it's in B flat? And there are two options. One is to play all in second position and kind of ignore the chords. So if you replaced your second finger down there with your first finger and then played the major blues scale on the B flat, then this will allow you to follow an easy finger pattern which you've probably played quite a few times before, starting on the 1 and using what I call the fiddle capo, and ignore the chords. Let's just see what that sounds like. It's not going to sound perfect, I admit in advance. So doing that is easy, providing you're good at playing in second position. And incidentally, I did do a video on second position on my Patreon page recently. What that didn't have was any kind of emphasis of the changing chords. And to be honest, I would have found it difficult to emphasize the chords properly just by staying in second position. An alternative approach is to use, again, the B flat fiddle capo, but do it starting here with a B flat and an F. And then that makes it easier when you want to emphasize a C chord, staying in first position, and the F, and the E flat. So I think when I do this again, it won't be as easy in terms of not thinking about it, but it will be easier to play the chords properly. So just listen again. think that was a much better solo. So I might have thought I was being clever playing in second position, but in fact it wasn't a great idea. So I hope you found this useful. If you would like a copy of the dots, including the mandolin original, then do subscribe to the channel and send me an email. If you'd like to get hold of all of my PDFs in one go, and that's nearly 400 of them by now, plus a lot of other benefits, then do please join me on Patreon, because it's the Patreon that keeps these videos coming. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.